This episode of The Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Netflix. Go to netflix.com/TRS for your free trial membership. Today on TRS, we take a look at the top TV shows of 2010.
Here on Wednesday talking about television. Now these are always very difficult because unlike movies and video games, we don't really see all of the TV that comes out. We don't really watch the same type of television on the same TV. So TV is more about the top 5 television shows that you are currently watching.
And it's about this year. You know, there's things that we could always talk about from that we're still watching from previous years.
Yeah.
And maybe that can be in our list too, but it's mostly like what this year meant to us.
Exactly. Yeah. If things like I have one on my list that was, it's an older show, but I've sort of rediscovered it and started getting hooked again, that kind of a thing. So let's start off with Jeff.
Yes, sir.
The only person who has yet to start.
Yes, indeed.
What were your top 5 TV shows of 2000?
I'm going to start off by doing one I know you hate, Terriers.
That's number 5?
And my number 5, Terriers.
Okay. So basically you hate it.
If you want to see my entire top 10, you can go to jeffcanada.com where I'm going to be listing all my top 10. But top 5. 5 is Terriers. It's fantastic. It's basic. We didn't get a chance to review it. We were talking about reviewing it, but then it got not picked up for another season, so it's kind of moot at this point. But it's a fantastic show. If you didn't see it in its first run, I urge you to check it out when it hits DVD. It's basically Batman and Robin, and they kind of joke about that over and over. It's Batman and Robin, but like those guys are kind of schlubby and modern day. It's great. It's funny. It's fun. Okay.
Cool.
Number 4.
Numero 4. Quattro.
Sherlock. The BBC show we reviewed. It is so awesome. Stephen Moffat is an incredible writer. It is Sherlock Holmes modern day, which I never thought could possibly work, and it works better than I could have imagined. Loved it.
Yeah.
Especially the first and third episodes. Number 3. This is a show that was on my list last year, but low, and this year it has really hit its stride and is more Community. And what they've determined this year with Community is basically each episode they pick like a genre and they parody that genre. It's incredible. And so there's episodes about like it's conspiracy theory movies and zombie movies. Phenomenal. Great cast. Number 2, another FX show, Justified.
Ow.
So good. Holy crap, one of the incredible seasons of television that culminates in this incredible moment. Wonderful acting. It is a modern day Western. Westerns have been brought up a lot over the last 3 days in our things. This is a fantastic show. Number 1, which I think is the best show on television, the boldest, most courageous show on TV, Louie. It's also on FX. It is Louis C.K.'s brilliant sitcom is not even the right word for it. It's a half-hour comedy that doesn't necessarily have to add up to anything. It's just a series of stories, but they are so raw and truthful and not afraid of tackling really taboo subjects. Fantastic. Louie.
A couple of TV shows not on that list that really surprised me, actually. Quite interested to see what your list is all about.
Mine?
If you want to see my top 10.
There's some striking.
They don't exist in this realm.
There are some similarities between my list and Jeff's, starting with number 5 being Terriers.
Hey!
I'm
glad some people liked it.
I did not love Terriers, but I did like it very much. It comes from one of the creators is the guy behind the Ocean's movie, the Ocean's 11.
And the other is the best show on TV.
That's John Ryan, right? But of The Shield. Yes, but it's very funny at times, and it has a plot that requires a very acute attention to, which gave it a rough start, I feel, but once it got going, it was a lot of fun to watch.
Sad that it won't be back.
Sad that it won't be back. Number 4, Community.
Community.
You know, like what Jeff says, but I think this season, the episodes haven't been as fun as season 1's. Like the genre plays, there haven't been as many, I feel.
Really? I think more.
But I've started to really care about the characters, and one of the recent episodes took a serious turn that I fell in love with. So I'm laughing. I'm constantly shocked at how many jokes are in this show. This show definitely has the most JPM, as we call it.
Yep. Jeffs per minute.
Jeffs per minute. Number 3 is Mad Men, a show that was probably on my top 5 list in its first season, and then completely gone because I was watching it, but it was always a chore for me to watch. And I sometimes would enjoy moments, but I never really enjoyed it. Season 4, loved this season. I don't know what happened. I think it got a little bit less up its own butt and started to tell really...
It crawled out from its own ass.
Yeah, it started to be less...
I think that was the subtitle.
That's the subtitle of the whole season.
The shocking thing about this show is that it's just so nuanced. It's so... The subtext is the text. Like, while I'm watching the show and...
The subtext is the text.
It is. It is. Like, the things that are happening... what's really happening is me watching it. It's like coming to my own conclusions about people based on their behaviors, as opposed to...
You know what's actually happening in this? I'm watching this television show.
It's never...
That never happens.
It's never...
And then I get hungry.
It doesn't wear its heart on its sleeve. You have to really read in between the lines to find the heart to each character and moment and episode.
Interesting. All right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what you're trying to say.
Number 2 is a show on MTV called If You Really Knew Me. And this is my opportunity to talk about shows like this on MTV. But specifically, If You Really Knew Me, there's a thing that they do in high schools called Challenge Day that a group does, and MTV decided to document this and put it out as a show where these people come that have been through rough stuff in life, and they take teenagers and put them through a series of exercises where they just confess the most heart-wrenching, amazing things. And I have not watched an episode of this where I have not bawled. And there's even an episode where I almost didn't. Yeah, it's like that. And it's amazing. And you know, I cringe every time people criticize MTV because I feel like they're the only network that they put so many shows out that are actually helpful to people, not in a very unique, special way, in a very honest, truthful, genuine way, not in like Oprah's like, here's people getting things.
Yeah.
Or let's make a house for someone in the Home Improvement show, whatever, you know.
Totally.
Anyway.
So what's your number 1?
Number 1, Walking Dead. First 6 episodes, I enjoyed more than the first 6 episodes of Lost. I loved this show.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right, well, my list is going to be very, very interesting because I made it. Number 5, CSI.
Which one?
The original. I've totally oscillated.
CSI Anywhere edition.
Las Vegas. But it's in Las Vegas.
Uncityfied.
The Uncityfied. But I've so oscillated. I was a CSI Miami guy for a while, and that's now horrible. Same with New York. Now that's so horrible. But CSI. Number 4, Sherlock.
Uh-oh.
Also agree.
Potential show.
Just wait. Sherlock. I mean, all the things that Jeff said. Number 3, Justified.
Yeah!
It
justified my love of it.
This is just great TV. Actually, the next 3 on my list are some of the most courageous and groundbreaking shows out there. Number 2, The Walking Dead. The fact that we have a serialized zombie apocalypse television show that is not cheesy, it's not comedy, it's done right, and it's done serious. That makes me so happy. It's not even funny. And I think because of the success that Walking Dead is having, we're going to see some crazy television shows done correctly, which I'm very happy about. And I'm surprised that my number 1 is not on either of your lists. I think it's the best TV that's been made, maybe in 20 years. I don't know why I said 20.
Uh-oh.
Boardwalk Empire. This is television at its pinnacle for me. This is serialized drama that is violent, it is heartfelt, it is funny, it is sweet, it's heart-wrenching. I mean, it is everything that you want, and it's serialized drama. The people that you're seeing are people from history. I mean, it's talk about this stuff actually happening, you know, all of the
we
people there.
we just didn't keep up with it, unfortunately.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it is one of those shows that now that it's over, I am pained that I cannot watch anymore.
I like that show and I like Walking Dead, but when they're on my TiVo, I go, feels like a responsibility to watch that.
You should have lived up to the responsibility because by the end,
That's
it
what
wouldn't
Boardwalk
feel
Empire is for me
when
as well.
the shows on my list are on my TV, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe a new episode is here.
Sure, we all
So
felt
I
that
have
about
no
her.
idea what to
It's either
even do.
Walking Dead or
Justified?
Sherlock. I would have to go. I would rather Sherlock than Justified.
I can't believe you don't like Justified. It's so
I know,
good.
I know.
Yeah, I really don't.
Well, let's do.
You could do Sherlock.
Let's do Sherlock then.
Yeah.
Is it on your list at all?
No, and it wouldn't be in my top 10. It would
be in your top 10.
Wait, Walking Dead would be in your top 10.
Did you say that?
Yeah, oh, I feel really. It feels.
Wait, Sherlock wouldn't even be my. I did not like
Yeah.
Sherlock.
I think it might have to be
Well-
Walking Dead, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
It's my number 1 and his number 2.
yeah.
It just feels.
That makes more sense then.
It's like the
Sherlock was your number 5 and your number 4.
obvious
Dude,
choice.
Alan Wake! I chose Alan Wake! I like it because
Wait.
it's good.
Seriously though, if you do the math, Sherlock was your number 5, right?
Sherlock was my number 4.
Was your number 4. So
it was
basically you
number
hate
4
it.
as well.
Your number 4.
Four, yeah.
And Walking Dead was your number 2 and my number 1.
Justified was your number 3 and my number 2.
Right.
Yeah, but
so
that's
you do the
closer than
math,
him.
and Walking Dead
And,
would
and
win.
Walking and shit, that wasn't even on his
All
list.
right, Walking Dead.
Yay, Walking Dead! What's up?
Congratulations,
I'll
you
hop on that
win.
bandwagon.
You
You win. We had to settle on you.
We settled
for
on you. That's gonna be the box quote. So remember to stick around. Today we're actually going to be showing you the bloopers from all week's funness of what was 2010, what shall be 2011. Sponsor me, baby.
Netflix is a place to rent movies and television shows online, streamed instantly to your PC or your Xbox or your PS3 or your Wii console,
Correct.
among others. Or you get a DVD sent to you in basically one business day, right in the mail. You can watch the movie streaming unlimited and sent them to you every month, unlimited amounts.
Yep.
And you know, highly recommend if you are now a new zombie fan from the show The Walking Dead, our show of year.
Show of shows.
You may want to go and check out the original Night of the Living Dead. It's probably something you may have avoided because it's old and black and white, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to see how awesome it is even to this day.
It's also a perfect way to catch up on all the shows that we talked about. Even if some of them haven't hit DVD or Blu-ray yet, they will.
Yeah.
It's a
On
perfect
Netflix.
way. Yeah,
Yes. I was like,
Netflix.
Where would they
Night
go?
of the Living Dead is an all-encompassing.
Yeah.
So go to netflix.com and /TRS to sign up for a trial.
Perfect. We will see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow on TRS, we make some 2011 movie predictions.
The Totally Rad Show for Monday, December 27th. We've got a big week. Okay, good time to stop.
Get your microphone.
Oh, fell.
That's what that rustling is.
Hello.
The sound of his balls.
Sounds like your balls are talking.
Sweet balls of fire.
I don't know. I think
like you
he's
got a
talking
hernia.
out of his. Check. Is that better?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready? Yep. Looking at his tie. Here we go.
What does John Stamos say?
What is John Stamos say?
Here we go.
Should we
Ha!
figure out what's...
Oh, the background probably? So, heavy rain.
Heavy rain.
Congratulations.
Razzle, razzle.
Thousands.
All week you've seen us deliberate. I'm gonna do it again, but
Deliberate,
deliberate?
yeah.
Okay. All week you've seen us deliberate.
That beginning part where you're explaining it. 10 of movies. 10 of movies. Where we talked about 10 of movies. So remember,
Whoa.
did you want to start? You're just gonna start for no reason? Here we go. Settle. So remember to stick around. We are gonna show you some of the
You
protection.
just grabbed him right then. I saw it.
I did.
You went, stick around.
I think actually it was because there was a little thing in the air and I got.
I thought you were grabbing the audience and making them stick around.
Stick around, motherfuckers.
He always grabs the audience with his
Wit
words.
and charm.
Yes.
Thank you. And arresting good looks. Here we go.
Oh, I thought that was the thing.
Oh no! As soon as you said that, I was like, all right, well, yeah,
Outtake.
that's what bombs were
Wednesday.
meant for.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday. All right, here we go.
Bombs were meant for.